Welcome to EB Trending. We're not here to tell you what's right. We're just the information highway. What's happening, what people are saying, and you decide.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for tuning into EB Trending.
Hi. I'm not sure where this is going.
No, we don't know. It's probably won't even be aired.
Who knows?
Who knows? So,
it's a test.
You know, somebody gave me the idea. This is actually somebody's idea that we should do a little bit of, an East Brunswick podcast. And I like
it.
I don't want to do it every week because I already do one. And it's just not enough in town to talk about because then you're stretching everything.
I mean, really? You don't think there's enough in town to talk about?
For a whole podcast,
True.
So we'll figure we'd do it, every 4 weeks, every 4 to 5 weeks or something. We'll kind of touch base and there's a lot going on. Some little BOE drama that a lot of people got upset.
There is.
We have a mayor running for Congress, which is exciting.
It is exciting for our town.
Yeah, so we can kind of
spotlight on our little town.
On that. And then what else is going on? I think not this week because neither of us has been on the threads. We're going to have a little fun and talk about some of the silly things people could play. Yeah. Not making fun of anybody. Just have some fun with it because it is kind of funny when you take a step back from
Facebook threads.
It all. Yeah, it's like what was the loud boom or stuff like that.
Did anybody hear that?
Yeah.
Did we just have an earthquake? That's a good one too.
Yeah.
That trends about every few months.
Yeah.
Did anybody else feel that?
Yeah.
Was that an earthquake?
Anybody hear that? Or whether it's the salamanders or the fireworks and all the dogs.
I was just going to say the fireworks is a big one.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Were we told there were going to be fireworks tonight? That's a big
wedding
one.
At the chateau.
Yes. Yeah. They sent out a nixel.
Well, they should have, I don't know. Look. We're no better than anybody else.
We complain too.
We just can laugh at ourselves and we'll laugh with you, not at you.
Don't take it seriously.
Yeah, no, please. They don't police our language, come on. All right, so.
Okay.
All right.
Bring it on.
So the first topic would be, I was bored yesterday. I went for a long hike in Frost Woods, which is one of my favorite.
I know you really love Frost Woods, huh?
Actually, Neil went with me, and
I'm a little afraid of the bear.
I thought he would. He made it. He's a little sore today, so that's good. It's tough.
Throw Neil under the bus.
Neil. It's hillier than you think.
It is. I mean, I've never done it, so I guess I can't really say that. So I backtracked.
So you did well, and I did well, and got home. And I was like, you know what? Kind of bored. He brought up the BOE, that there's a BOE meeting, and I knew there was the custodian.
I knew there was a meeting last night. I actually was upset that I was not going to be around to go.
So I knew that was going on, and I thought that would get some attention, some draw, but I didn't think about it too much. But I wrote a blog post about the Frost Woods project and
the parking lot.
Yeah, some neighbor was sending out letters to all the other neighbors about a parking lot, and we wrote about that, and not thinking much of the whole project, like it was going to be a lot of drama, but so I get there at 7:30. Usually I'm there earlier. By the way, on my phone, pretending like, so I have to talk.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
I do
it all the time. Yeah, that's all right.
Now you don't know, though.
But
people won't know whether or not you're actually on the phone.
I'm reversing the psychology here. So then I couldn't find a parking spot, right? So I'm a member at Jersey Strong, so I'll park at Jersey Strong. There was no parking spots at Jersey Strong. Like, it was full. It's like, then I see some lady walking in, some nice woman. She lives in the Frostwood area with a whole, paper, she's ready to give a speech. She's late, too, or late, And then
or on time, but late for
so standing room only. So me, I walk up to her and say, so what are we mad about this week? And she was like, I'm here for the Frost Woods. I was like, that's probably, I expected a lot of support for the janitors, right?
Right.
But this was like budget form crisis 2000, whatever it was, 24. This was the kind of crowd. You see people walking in you never saw before.
But here's the thing. For budget crisis 2024, they had it at Hughes.
Right. They had it at Hughes, but they kind of, I'm going to defend the board a little bit here. A little bit.
Okay.
Only because that you knew, I wasn't expecting this.
I'm not giving them a pass. I'm sorry.
No, that's
I'm not,
fine.
and I don't mean to be critical because I don't think it should be a minute by minute decision.
Mm-hmm.
I think every single board meeting should be held in a place that is large enough to accommodate the largest size you've ever had.
Yeah, no,
that's it.
Especially if we have the space to do that.
It has to be accessible to everybody. You should not want to come and say something and not even get inside and now have to wait till the next meeting to say what you want to say.
Oh, no, I agree.
I really have a problem
because
with that.
I actually went because I was going to talk about our project.
Well, that's right. So you couldn't even get in, and that's time sensitive.
But so when I walked in,
so that's a problem.
When I walked in to the BOE, I was like, holy crap! It was
packed.
It was packed the whole hallway. I mean, there was no way. I couldn't imagine everybody.
I think there were a variety of things that that went inside.
Yeah, because they were going to let one person in, one more person out. So somebody spoke that came out. So they should.
Gonna let
they should. I didn't know if they did or not. I looked. The meeting wasn't up, and it was pretty late in the day. It was.
Well, maybe they're editing it. I mean, my God.
We're not allowed to edit them. Yeah, that's what the Mark Sher thing. They edited it out, and they got caught lying with everything. But
got it.
Yeah, with the bus gate. Mm-hmm. So whatchamacallit. So anyway, so I personally wasn't expecting that kind of crowd. Right. I thought it would be big. Like it was just like, oh shit, like someone messed up. Like immediately I said somebody messed up here. You know, like this was a mistake. So yeah, so that was
reactive a lot of people, and not proactive. So
I took a picture of the group, like on both sides from the outside, and I don't like doing that because you're putting people at whatever. I mean, so I posted it on Facebook on the Eyes on EB page, and it's like up to 45,000 views.
Well, because obviously you hit a nerve.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's a little bit of the BOE drama that's going on, and I think it was the first time the new board was kind of
up against the wall a little bit.
Yeah, because like everybody who runs for things like this, and this is more your take on it if you want to go on it. Like,
yeah, I just think that, and again, I mean, there are learning curves, right, with everything, but I believe that when you are elected to a position like that, you should uphold the same standards that you had expected for the board that was there before you, correct? Right. So I just think that those people sitting at the dais would have had a hard time with the lack of accessibility with this situation,
especially
as well.
If they were campaigning at the time.
Not even just campaigning. Yeah, right. If they were just parents. I mean, rewind 2 years when, budget was, last year was not the first budget, oh my God, we're in a situation. That was 2 years ago also, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
so
it was 2 years. Yeah.
It was absolutely 2 years ago because I remember standing up there and saying, be proactive, not reactive. Right, why are we so reactive? Yeah. And again, at that moment, and then people are screaming, well, maybe the facilities weren't available. We have 11 schools in this district.
Yeah, I think it's 11,
out of 11 schools, you could not find one auditorium that was open that would have fit more people than the boardroom. That's my thing.
And I'm sure they addressed it. I just didn't make it into the meeting to hear why.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I've been working in my district for 25 years. Literally since I started there, the board meetings, no matter whether there's 10 people sitting in the audience or 500 because we're about to go on strike, it is at the same school with a very large auditorium. Right. Guess what? They sit at folding chairs with a folding table in front of them. Right. Their plaques come with them.
Yeah.
And every single person gets a chance to be in that audience if they want to be.
No, I mean, that makes sense.
And that's the bottom line. That's what it should be. And my thing is, if they weren't at the dais, they would have as much of a problem as the people who are standing in the hallway. Right. And that is an easy fix. Right. That's the thing. That's an easy fix.
Yeah, I think we do have the space too. Plenty of places.
Not think.
Right.
I mean,
but in multiple places.
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, even the Churchill the gymatorium would probably hold more than that.
Yeah,
literally.
Probably wasn't as many. Those hallways are so narrow, so it looks like a lot more people than it is. It probably just need a little bigger place, probably twice as big.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't have to be a giant place. It could even be Irwin's smaller. I guarantee you, Irwin's smaller little Cafe Gymatorium holds more people than the board office does. Like,
exactly.
It's not a hard fix.
Right.
It should be done, and it should be a no-brainer.
Well,
and that's something that could be taken off the table immediately.
Yeah. It's always interesting. I was happy to see a lot of people, but you wish that, I mean, it's normal human behavior, of course, but when people show up when it only affects them.
I know. That's the problem. Unfortunately, that's the only time you get forward momentum, right?
But at the same time, it gets people, it's a way to get people involved, right? Now they're involved. Now they're saying, that they have, okay, this is a problem. What else is going on? I mean, that's how I got involved, right? But
right, that's how I got involved also, actually. That's very interesting.
Yeah, right.
And then I
me too,
uncovered a magnitude of
issues.
Yeah.
And also it's so that was it was funny when I
hope they change it. I do. I hope that this was like a wake-up call for this board.
Right.
Because I think that they have really great intentions. I see a shift that has to be acknowledged, a positive shift without a doubt.
Right.
I think Dr. Maman is so far really ingratiating herself with the community. I've seen her just in her short tenure here already, more things than I saw her predecessor at in his entire tenure.
Right.
I wasn't there in the beginning, obviously, but I was there for a good amount of his tenure here with my kids.
Absolutely.
More than half of it. And I never saw him. My kids didn't even know who he was.
Right.
Legit, they didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that's changing. I see it changing a little bit in a positive way.
Yeah.
So I think I would like to say that their eyes are opened and their ears are opened a little bit more, and they have a little bit better pulse on their community and the stakeholders in it. I'm going to say that for now. I'm pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, that's good.
I am.
Good. Yeah,
I am. Again, I'm a skeptic. I'm a cynic. I hold, my final evaluations, close to the cuff, but that's where I'm going to say right now.
I think the fact that a lot more people are involved and holding the leadership accountable helps too.
I agree. I definitely agree.
You got the whole group of women that are with the reading curriculum,
which I think is getting actually really positive accolades. The new pilot program is getting very good feedback.
And
right.
What's interesting too is I'll give comments either if it's text or see it on social media how it doesn't matter, nothing changed. It does change, but it doesn't change when you just fight one day for it.
And also
you got to be relentless and a little bit of a bully, honestly, with
that. I think we have to acknowledge the small victories, right? Not every change is going to be a monumental neon sign on the corner of Route 18
some singles and doubles,
right? I mean, it's just not going to happen that way. But there is, change that, if everybody does a little bit, a lot gets done, right? If there's a little change here and there, it's a big change overall.
But there's been some big changes.
That's what I mean. I think we have to acknowledge that. I definitely see a change for the better.
That was my revelation. Is why worry about national politics? Because you can't really do much about that, right? But you can make changes locally.
Definitely.
Like a lot.
Yeah.
And a lot of people were part of the changes, and it's been, it's been fun kind of seeing that all.
Speaking of changes, the landscape is changing in our town a lot, huh?
Oh, God. Yeah.
I mean, 18 is...
There are Mellows, though, across New Jersey. There's one in Woodbridge.
Yeah.
There's...
I
don't think the Woodbridge has the stores, I don't think. But
I think there's one in... isn't there one up in Livingston or close to there somewhere, right?
They're all over. They do a good job.
It looks like it's going to be really pretty.
Yeah. No,
I mean, it really does. Yeah. I hope that the stores that they attract are stores that are going to be... Right. I hope...
I just want restaurants.
I hope that whoever it is that goes in there is going to be successful, and...
I think they will, because it's not going... just going to draw from East Brunswick.
Right.
It's going to draw from Edison. Like we go to Tommy Tavern or whatever, because there's nothing like that in East Brunswick,
exactly.
right? So hopefully there's. I'm looking forward to. I always get his name wrong. The guy who owns Maria's Camille. Whatever his name is. The guy who owns Maria's Pizza.
Yeah.
He's opened up a restaurant in Legis in the other one called the Pizza.
Oh.
So his father was actually a. New Haven, Connecticut.
Okay.
They're like the capital of pizza, like Pepe's and stuff,
Don
right?
Pepe.
So he's opening it up. It's going to be more of a food-oriented, sit-down type of restaurant, much different than his other places.
Okay.
So hopefully there's. I'm just hoping there's places that I just care about places.
I know.
To
And
eat.
what about the burger place that's going in where Dunkin' Donuts was? Do you know anything about that?
I don't know anything. I don't know why Mancini's didn't buy that.
Yeah, and expand, right? Because it's so big.
The food's great.
I mean, it's so small. They would have had such a. I know.
The food's great. The pizza's probably my favorite pizza in town, but it's not
That's
a good
bold statement right
it's
there.
by far, it is, but it's not.
We should get some people on here to talk about the different things in town. The food. Do we have any foodies in this town?
So Rachel and I, to be perfectly honest with you, we have a love-hate relationship with Eyes on eBay.
We do.
Yeah, we do.
Me more than you.
Yeah, no, me too. I mean, so it's but anyway, we're trying to rejuvenate it again.
Yeah.
But I wish they would have bought. I wish they would have took
to expand.
and have a more of a sit down because just because I like the place so much.
I know.
I wish it was a place I would bring my family a little bit more.
Right. We went there. Actually, it's funny that you should say that because my kids go to East Brunswick Racket Club and it's an hour and a half, and I did sit there for a little while, but then after a while, now they're in a court all the way on the corner, and I can't see, so it's like, what am I? I'm staring at strangers. So I met someone for dinner at Mancini's because it's right there, and it was packed, and like we had to wait for a table just to have a couple slices.
It's really great.
It's delicious. It was real, and the atmosphere in that little section is adorable.
It's just a little bigger.
Exactly. I totally agree.
Yeah.
What is that? Bonessa? Is that what that new place
that's what it is. That's the Maria. That's it.
Oh, Bonessa, it's called.
Yeah, that's his place. Yeah, that's it.
Bonessi Bonesse or something like that.
Yeah, that's his place. I met him a few times. My friend Eddie from
So when
Texas.
are they opening?
They were supposed to open a while ago, so I don't know. Any day now. It's one of those things, but who knows? Permits and all that.
I know.
Stuff. Has to build. Yeah, but I'm looking forward to that place. I think they'll do well there with the hockey rink and all that.
Oh, I agree.
Because you need places to eat, and people are going to be able to. They got the built-in tenants. People live there. I mean, ordering. All you have to do is order. What a brilliant idea. I mean, really. Yeah, it's a great place. I remember, obviously, this is a little off EB, but I remember back when I was growing up, I had camp friends who lived in Fort Lee, and they had like a grocery. They lived in the high rises in Fort Lee, and there was like a grocery store and a restaurant in the bottom and I thought it was like, it's great. I couldn't. It was like the most amazing thing to me in my entire life that you could actually walk downstairs and not have to leave your facility to get food. Like it was amazing. I think that's great for them. I mean, whoever's going to live there, I think it's wonderful. Restaurants. We need restaurants. All restaurants. Restaurants always do well. But like. They always not just chain. I mean, really, not just chain. No. Restaurants, like quality restaurants. I was that have specials. I was coming home from Freehold. My wife was doing something, so I figure out. Remember, I was telling you I was going to go out for a burger. I had no place to go. I know. I went to MJ's in Spotswood. There was no place to sit because there's no places. Then I went to the Grove. And? There was no place. It was packed because there's not enough places, right? The Grove is packed. But because there's no places to eat. Mm-hmm. So I had I went to Applebee's in Milltown. It was off. It's just, that place needs to be knocked down and rebuilt. And I had no problem making fun of chains. I won't make fun of it. It just needs to be leveled. Jumped the shark like Fonzie, let's be honest. Honestly, he's on it. And it was depressing. Yeah, it was depressing. The only... for me, actually, and that ship sailed, a few years ago. But like the only saving grace about Applebee's over there was that on Halloween they gave the kids free meals after you went trick or treating if you came in your costume. Yeah. So that I think was like the only reason that I literally ever went to Applebee's. It's just your foot sticks to the floor kind of place. I mean, Chili's is kind of like that. No, it is like that. I mean, they need to level that one too. Yeah. There's a nice one in Eatontown. There's kind of like some dated. That's funny because I went to visit my friend in Texas, and it's North Lake, Texas, about an hour from Dallas, and it's all new communities. Everybody from California is moving to Texas now.
Really?
Yeah, a lot. And then all these beautiful houses, not huge,
Right.
you know what I mean, but nice,
Accessible.
brand new houses, but all the strip malls, all the restaurants, everything's brand new.
And it's not chains.
No, it's not changed.
Exactly.
But it's all brand new.
Yeah.
Like it's just something, you walk in the
nice. You
bathroom.
walk- yeah, it's
and
like
the garbage
crystal
can's
clean.
brand new. It's not the
Something
old
to be said about that.
Yeah,
Being like the first
like,
people.
Oh man, this is something.
Yeah, I do think, and I understand the back and forth about there are certain people who just, they don't want to pay for certain things. It's interesting. So
Right.
a lot of these specialty restaurants don't want to come into the area.
Right. Yeah.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
People want what they want, but they don't want to necessarily pay the prices.
Also, the problem with East Brunswick is, and my son even noticed this, which is funny, and it really hasn't. It's just the landscape of this. Sometimes the stores, they're set back. Like, so when you drive here to Freehold, right, on 79, you see everything. You see Cousins, you see Stack,
Yes.
like you see
Yes.
everything. Everything on
Yes.
18's kind of. It's kind of hidden. It's in the back. You have these old houses that are stores or law offices
In like downtown Freehold?
No,
Oh.
I mean in 18. Right. So you have.
Oh yes,
yeah,
you don't know what's a store and what's an actual house.
You just
and
need a
yes.
level. Like you need a.
Yes, I understand
I'm
what
all
you're
for
saying.
eminent domain. Not all that
Okay.
shit. Like it's just not a. There's nothing you can really do about it. Is what I'm saying.
Right.
It's not like.
Well, don't you think that it's because there's like a cross between old and new in our
Yeah, that's
town,
what I mean.
and
Yeah,
it's
that's
like
what it is. Yeah.
it sort of doesn't know which direction to go in.
Yeah.
Like, yes,
One thing I learned though, good places to eat are always busy. Like if you go to Old Bridge Shops right now,
I know.
it's turning into restaurants. They got the Madison, they got the
absolutely
Feast,
is.
they got the
Feast.
Chopstick.
And Feast is opening a new restaurant,
Next
a steak
door.
place right next door. Yes, I know.
And
Chops or
that's
something.
taking forever too. We go there all the time, and then they got Mattis, the social club
I like
there.
that place. I've eaten there.
And then
It's actually delicious, the food.
right? And then so I think good restaurants will survive in East Brunswick for sure. I mean, like look even over by Club 516, they got that high end Mexican steak shop. It's like $400 for a couple. to eat
Wait,
there.
but not only that,
build it and they'll
on
come.
Route 9, what was that? The Old Bridge Diner? Bridgeway, what was that? The Bridgeway Diner, whichever, on right before Throckmorton on Route 9.
Yeah.
It's now that taqueria.
Right. Yeah.
Adorable.
Yeah.
Like out of the box.
Yeah, Cafe Luna.
They took a diner and they made it into an authentic,
Yeah.
and it's delicious and different. And out of the box.
Yeah.
And I wish that we had a little bit more of that
think-
kind of variety.
But maybe that's what
I'm
we're
hoping.
getting at. Maybe that's
Right,
what everything.
right. I mean, we're hoping.
I don't want to have to drive to fucking Monmouth County
I
all the
agree
time
with
to eat
you.
dinner.
I agree. Or
Yeah.
anywhere else to
Yeah,
have to
yeah,
eat. I would
yeah.
love to patron the restaurants that
Right.
are in our town.
Yeah, enough about steakhouse. I know the guys from East Brunswick. The food's great, but it's
Yes.
New Brunswick. I'm
Right.
not East
Oh,
Brunswick.
yeah. Oh,
East
right. What is that?
Brunswick.
Steakhouse 85?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's good. It's good.
I want East Brunswick.
Right. I want-
Hopefully that's coming.
Well, also because when you go to New Brunswick, the parking is a whole nother, it's like another
Yeah.
level of like
Yeah.
thinking. And
Right,
like, I
yeah.
want it,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
if I want to navigate through parking, I'll do
Yeah,
that. Like,
yeah.
if I want a regular dinner, I want to go in my town for 5 minutes away.
Yeah.
The bowling alley also, though, what's that?
Yeah, I don't even know what
about that?
happened. Yeah, I don't know what happened with that thing. I have no idea. I don't know. It's open for private events, I think.
I guess.
It's a beautiful place.
It looks gorgeous. I wish they were more accessible to the public.
Yeah,
I really do.
Yeah, it's
I think
beautiful.
that it would be a great, place for kids. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they just don't want that. I'm not really sure. It's a mystery.
Yeah. who knows?
Yeah.
So I was been going down the rabbit hole of the congressional run.
Okay.
Very little bit.
All right.
Just checking out everybody's social media to see what they're up to. And there's some interesting candidates, it's in some in a good way, some in a so-so way. Nothing bad. So there's a lot of candidates, actually. I mean,
Now, this is for the primary.
I wish they would tap it off at a certain point.
It's all for the Democratic primary, correct?
Yeah, this is. I think there's one Republican on it, and I'm not even.
So there's no
sure.
primary for that?
No, but
Okay.
they have no chance. I mean, whoever wins this is going to be who's going to... Oh, for sure.
Yeah, you know me. I'm not a really very political person.
No. So we got Brad. Brad's been kind of starting to kick it up a little bit.
Okay, go Brad.
We got somebody by the name of Sue Altman. I think she's from another. I think she jumps around from like district to district, though.
What do you mean?
Kind of thing.
You're allowed to do that?
Well, yeah, you could do whatever you want, I think.
What do you mean? She runs in different districts?
Well, yeah, I don't think she's originally from this district.
So what do you have to move? Do you have to move there to? Don't you have to live there to represent them?
I guess so. I don't even know.
So she like changes her address to run?
Yeah, I'm just going down a rabbit hole.
Okay. I'm just curious. That's interesting.
I showed you some of these reels before. The Sue Altman, she's kind of out there on the social media a lot. Brad's out there a little bit. No one is out there a lot. So
you think they should step up their social media game?
I think that it might be too early. You don't want to burn out too quick. People get sick of it. So I'm sure that there's a strategy behind it a little bit, right? So right now they're not going after each other yet. I wonder when that happens. They're kind of
you're noticing that, like you notice that they're
going after the Republican Party, which is fine because that's like the low hanging fruit.
Right.
That's an easy thing because all their supporters will agree on that, right?
And then they're going to have to set themselves apart from each other,
right? And that's always
and that's when the mudslinging starts
Who does
a little
that
bit
first,
right?
And
see, that's when I don't like that stuff.
No,
I don't like it. It makes me upset.
I don't think you have to attack each other. You just got to separate yourself, right? So
yes, but unfortunately, the two become one and the same almost.
Yeah. To be perfectly honest with you, as much as I'm into politics, I never paid attention locally on primaries.
Why do you think that is?
Well, it just was never that important to me. Like I just got into local politics really 3 years ago, right? But I never saw how they behave in the primaries, right? Because it's a much different animal.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yes,
right. It's a much different animal.
Yes.
I think we got this guy from Trenton running, Kyle Little. He was kind of.
He seems very down to earth, right? From the videos.
Yeah, well,
very on level, citizen on level, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Like that's the kind of...
He does a good job in his social media.
Yes,
he kind of
he's relatable.
He's relatable, and he gets like what we always talk about with the Out Loud podcast, that low level friction.
Yes.
You have to... So, you have to really kind of...
causing it, and then, getting that attention through that.
Right. And the word you brought up is important. It's attention. But it's actually annoying because you almost have to be... You have to get attention, and the only thing, unfortunately, that creates attention is friction. Right. So you have to create friction.
Of course.
So it's like the squeaky wheel gets all the thing, and it's almost like, but you can't even get through it with a positive message. It's not enough because there's no friction. Because the algorithm...
Isn't that sickening, though?
It's sickening.
Honestly, like the fact that you just said that and that's true.
It's true. Well, we know it with our reels.
I know, but it's just that's the shock value concept in our society. It's so sad.
But here's the thing, though.
So
people blame it on the algorithm, right?
Okay.
The algorithm are the people.
I know.
We're the algorithm.
I know. We're creating the algorithms. I know.
So
nobody wants to take responsibility for that. That would have
Facebook
to own.
Doesn't know if you're creating friction.
That would mean that people have to own their own.
Right.
What is it? My grandmother always used to say, people don't see their own hunchbacks.
Right. Yeah,
I mean, that would mean you have to look in the mirror before you look outward.
But it's actually, people always blame the algorithm and everything. Yeah. The algorithm is us, right? So Facebook doesn't care if it's positive or negative. They care of the retention rate of how long you're watching, right? And how long you swipe away. That's all they care about.
Right.
If you're talking about butterflies and the retention rate is good, there's no conspiracy theories with this. It's retention rate.
Yeah.
So what's interesting, and there was a couple other candidates that were way too woke for me. I think way too woke for most New Jersey Democrats.
That's interesting.
Because New Jersey, we're not a woke state. I mean, Phil Murphy's not woke. Mikey Sherrill's not woke. I mean, AOC level or something.
I understand what you're saying.
That's not who New Jersey is yet, which is good. So there was a couple that were over the top, and what's interesting, some of the weak candidates that I would feel like had no chance, their social media was
really good. They're on point.
Like the one guy was complimenting Cuba.
Yeah. And
Israel was fantastic.
Right. Like the explosion behind, like.
Well, that was another guy.
Oh, that was pretty.
That was another guy. He has a lot of money. Yeah.
But do you really need a lot of money? Like, you just need a lot with
you need a
and stuff like that.
They're not doing that. No, there's different levels of things, and everybody, even the candidates who have no chance, in my opinion, right? Their content was designed in such a way there's a hook. Like there's a philosophy behind.
Okay, they're following a social media type of thing. Playbook.
Yeah, they have some of these guys either have professionals doing it for free or stuff.
Listen, they could have interns, young interns who are doing it. And
no, it's beyond that.
You think?
I could tell. Yeah. I could tell by the quality of everything. Yeah, there's some of these guys are raising $500,000. They don't have interns.
All right,
they're probably paying 50.
Wait, but don't congressional people have interns to work with? Like, isn't that like a coveted position?
That's like saying, so what you're saying now in my world is that...
That's bad? That's a negative?
No, what you're saying in my world that some 15-year-old will do your job.
No, I'm saying the social media aspect of it.
No, they can't create that
Okay.
Some of the stuff that I'm seeing
is really
it's
next level.
It's next level. Yeah,
I mean, that's your professional.
Yeah, it's next level.
You see things differently. Yeah. I don't see it.
But just understanding what the algorithm likes is not something an intern understands.
Okay.
Like, people say kids are so good at social media, but they know how to freaking do something and post. It's not something that's gonna get attention.
Okay.
It's
your wheelhouse, not mine.
But then there's some people that I don't know why they're in there just looking at their stuff. I guess
running just to run.
I don't know what it is. I don't know why they're there. They're not like, they don't really have a legit shot. You know what I mean?
Why would somebody run if they know they don't have a legit shot?
I don't know how it works. I don't know, like, if you run for, like...
Isn't that exhausting? It's not easy to run.
People are addicted to running, that's for sure. But I think sometimes, if you run for something and you lose, you have money left over, you can use that money for your next election.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So they want that other position more? Like, why don't they run for that position right away then?
Oh, I don't have no idea. Because it's the next election. It's not necessarily that they want to be on the board or be a mayor. They just want to be an elected official, I think.
No matter what it is?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean...
It's so not my world. I can't relate.
No. But so it was interesting going through everybody's social media to see where they're at with it and to see what kind of content and some of it's really, really good. I mean, like the one guy was like, they had an explosion, like what's going on in Iran right now, and he goes, "That's your taxpayer money." That's a hook.
Big time.
That's
big time.
That's what I mean. Like, that's how an intern's not going to do that.
Right. I get it.
Right. Like, they're not going to put all that together.
Right.
And that's a hook.
Yeah.
Because that pisses off Republicans.
Yeah.
And nobody wants their tax money. You know what I mean? Pisses off everybody.
I know.
Right. So it's just a strong call. I was thinking about it too, even with local politics, even with what's going on in the schools. And what's going on, like East Brunswick, it's more of a statewide. I think most people are just frustrated with the entire state.
And it's deflecting onto
it's just trickling down. It trickles down.
Well, because maybe they don't feel as though they have power in the bigger sphere, so they're trying to control it in a smaller.
Well, you complain about what's
smaller
closest
scale,
to
right?
you,
And what affects you directly day to day, right?
Every year,
I mean, listen, we got home last night driving down Route 18. There was one lane on both sides.
That was 4:00 in the morning too. I was on 18. 4:00 in the morning. I was driving.
Because I was like, it was all night.
I was like, don't tell me, like
all night. I mean, it's frustrating.
It's a state road.
Yeah, we know you don't have control. We get it. We read. It's still frustrating.
One thing I never understood, why local government they don't talk to...
Why they don't have
to each other.
I know.
I'll give you an example. There's a pothole, like by CVS, that's the size of this. I mean, it's fucking huge, right? So I'm driving with Gina the other day, and she goes, get into the left lane. I was like, why? there's a pothole up there. Because I spilled my fucking coffee and myself, right? So what they do is they fill up the pothole, with this dust. Cars drive over it. It gets empty, but it's blowing out people's tires.
Of course it is.
And it's so frustrating. And why local government, then it's a state road. You got to call, you do call the state.
Right,
They're just filling in with dirt.
Exactly.
How can we all just talk to each other?
Yeah.
And fucking let's take care of it. But this pothole, it has to be from here to the wall. It's huge.
Well, have you been, I know this is private. I know it's private I know it's private property. I know. No, not the mall. The TJ Maxx parking lot. When you come off of Route 18 into the TJ Maxx parking lot, no joke, it's like a sinkhole.
Yeah.
You can't, no matter where you go in the thing, you're hitting a crater-sized pothole. Same, I get it. It's just, I know, but I get it. I don't know. It's frustrating.
Yeah,
I know that has nothing to do, but it's just quality. It's quality of life in our town. That's annoying.
So I'm going to start going down the rabbit hole for Eyes on E-Beef with the congressional stuff, and just to give out information.
Absolutely. Go for it.
But it's interesting how much money is raised amongst these people. You know what I mean? It's one guy $500,000 over 2 weeks, and
that he spent or made?
No, made. Yeah. I don't even know their names yet, really, but there's only a couple that I would consider voting for. Out of the Democratic Party, and Brad's one of them, and I think. I don't know. There's certain things that
I haven't started paying attention enough, so I can't really say one way or the other. I do know that I would consider Brad, definitely, without a doubt.
But there's only there's a few things that if someone's belief system's a certain, there's no way.
There's a line in the sand. Yeah, there's definitely lines in the sand. Yeah. There's lines in the sand.
And for me, there's a lot of people that are just out. There's no fucking chance.
I hear you.
Yeah.
No, for me too.
So it's not even, for me personally, the way I do things, it's not even that hard of it's not a very difficult decision.
Yeah, for me, there's a few line in the sand issues.
Yeah.
I go by issues, not people. I go by issues, policy,
your belief systems.
My morals and my ethics literally are what guide me politically.
Yeah.
Yes,
right.
I can say that. I see a lot from different sides, so I try to stay true to who I am when it comes to that stuff.
Yeah, it's fine. I
don't know. I hate politics anyway. I really do. I know you love it. I hate it.
I don't love it. I love to hate it, or I hate to love it, or whatever.
Yeah, you have a love-hate relationship with politics.
I don't really, because at the end of the day, I don't think this is sad. I don't think it matters too much.
Which is really sad,
actually.
I
don't think it matters too much,
Maybe that's why I hate it so much.
Yeah, I don't think... you got to take care of yourself.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's the end of the day.
That's the bottom line, right?
If you have children, you got to be there for them.
Yes,
right?
Exactly.
Right. You got to... Part of my family, my brother-in-law always told me, and he never got into politics. He doesn't understand why people... He goes, just worry about your family.
Right. Your perimeter.
If you're poor, you're rich, you worry about your family. That's what you have some control over. That's it. You take care of that, and nothing else matters.
I think that's really smart. And I honestly think that's... And people may not realize this, but I think that's what guides me, especially with how vocal I am with the Board of Ed and stuff like that. I very, very often, I'm very careful with the battles that I choose to pick. They have to be relative to me. I have to know enough about them, or I'm not going to, put myself out there. I won't talk out both sides of my what. That's what brought me more into the Board of Ed arena, was issues that I was having personally with my own children.
Right.
So I definitely agree with that. It's a personal driven agenda for most people.
And I think a lot of people, I fall into it, and it happens in town all the time, where people just care. It seems like they care. It's awful for me to say it. They care about too many things. It's like everything's like
Yeah.
equal weight. It's like this is equal weight.
I think
equal
that's what it
weight,
is. I don't
equal-
know that they care about too many things. I
Right.
think that it's
I said it
caring
wrong.
about.
I corrected myself.
No, you're absolutely right. But you said it. Equal weight. I
Yeah.
think the fact that you hold equal weight to the pothole on the street, and the fact that for years we've been using the wrong curriculum in our
Right,
town,
right.
like. They're not equal.
Yeah, right.
They're not, right? Like, at the end of the day, the damage for the pothole is,
like
minimal
just
compared to
every single thing.
Right.
It's like
I agree with
it's
you.
like a crisis. You know what I mean?
Well, then it's like, at what point does the real crisis get attention paid to it?
And that's one thing I learned. Like, so I've been off Facebook since October, end of October, beginning of November. So that's
good for you.
Yeah, that's been a while. So except for my burner accounts that nobody knows what they are, and the people who think they know, I got rid of that one and I got another one. So I got two. So it's just to stalk the threads. That's it. I don't have any friends. So if you see somebody liking one of your posts and he has no friends, then that's me. That's me. Don't kick me off. Because Jenna T kicked me off of everything. Jenna T kicked me off of Robles, off of everything. Every single thread.
I know.
Every single thread.
I don't know how I feel about that.
But one
I
thing,
don't like that either.
One thing I learned, though, after like getting off Facebook, I stopped caring about almost everything.
Right.
Except for 2 or 3 things.
Right. Because it's toxic.
Well, no.
And it's a waste of time.
Well, when you're away from it after a while, it's
but
like...
also, it makes you prioritize things.
Right,
Like, was it really worth
about
it?
3 things.
Right.
You know what I mean?
The things that really matter.
Yeah.
The things that matter to you.
Politically.
That's what I mean. The things that matter to you.
Yeah. Too many people just like everything's... this, like I said, the same weight. So stop that. It's annoying.
Yes, and people talk in absolutes. I don't like that either.
Yeah. Oh, I
it's
like
like
that.
the absolute theory. I know you like
love
that.
talking
I hate
about
that.
absolutes.
I don't like that. I don't like absolutes. Not everything is
So what else is going on in town? Anything?
traffic.
Board
of Ed.
That's everywhere. Board of Ed.
HOA fees in Society Hill. That was a big one.
Yeah.
Raising the HOA fees for the
What did
budget.
they raise? What?
Well, they wanted to.
Like $300?
I don't know, but it was to. The problem isn't the raising of it; it's the offset of the. They under budgeted themselves.
Right.
So they're.
Because we haven't had snow in a while.
But that's the problem. What happened to the budget from last year that you didn't use? So
I'll
why
tell you what
wasn't
they do.
there an overage?
So I got snow
They
claims.
used it for something else.
So I got commercial snow claims.
Okay.
So what they do is how is a commercial snow company will bid their jobs is you can take 2 things. A one set fee,
Right.
regardless of how much snow there is.
Okay. Oh.
Right? Or you can pay per inch. So since we haven't gotten snow, people have been getting lucky. They've been paying per inch. So if it didn't snow, their budget, and then all of a sudden,
That's very interesting.
yeah. So there's different ways. I'm not
Okay.
saying they did that,
Right, I know, but that's a different
thing.
angle to it. Yeah.
That's the
okay.
thing. So you can say, okay, I'm going to pay 1 fee for the year if we get 1 inch or 50 inches, and it's a big break.
Right.
Like
And that's a risk. Like if you pay that one
but if
fee,
it snows a lot,
right, then you can really make out. But it's a crapshoot. It's like insurance.
Right. Yeah, that's exactly.
You
what it
pay
is.
for insurance, you don't always use it. When you need it, it's fantastic.
So if you're paying per inch, then this year
I don't know.
You got rocked.
I don't know. Things happen every week. There's always new things.
Yeah.
I think it's just the buzz of the town, right?
Yeah, it's fun. And all small towns are the same. East Brunswick's no different.
No, it's not.
Every town seems like they're struggling, and
every Board of Ed is struggling.
Yeah.
Some are handling it better than others.
Yeah, are they?
I mean,
We didn't even get the worst of it.
yeah.
At what point do we start pointing fingers?
Well, right. So that's my thing. Like I
Right.
see it
Whose
from the
fault? It has
inside.
to be
So
someone's
that's my
fault.
thing is that I see a lot of excess.
Right.
I see a lot of waste.
But why all at once, and why is it just all of them?
I don't think it's all at once. I think we're getting
Budget deficits still?
Oh, the budget. Well,
Yeah.
So here's my thing. I think that I mean, again, I'm not an expert on budgets, accounting, numbers. That's not my thing. It's not my wheelhouse. One of the reasons that I don't want to be an administrator, aside from the fact that I will never compromise my morals and ethics in that arena, no matter what, is that I don't want a budget.
Right.
I don't want to do a school budget.
Right.
I don't want to have to be responsible for it. I don't want to cut things and have students, miss out on really great up. So
Right.
that I don't want to be part of that. You can call it whatever you want. It's just what I choose to do. I'll deal with the cuts in the classroom. I'll make it work once the cuts happen. That's what I'm good at.
Can I ask you some tough questions?
Sure.
All right. If you had to fire people or cut out all sports, what would you do? Where people had to pay to play.
I would pay to play.
Okay. Or
100%. I would pay to play.
Yeah.
Definitely. And then I would try to do scholarships
pay to play.
So what I know that's an equity issue, right? Because then you talk about kids who may, be on free and reduced lunches and don't, have the ability to, pay to play. There are scholarships for those things. There are fundraising opportunities for those things, and they can be handled very strategically and very discreetly. Yeah. So I would pay to play rather than fire people.
Yeah, I don't like firing people.
Especially if it's essential people. Now, if you told me that literacy coaches and math coaches and lead teachers who are not in the classroom boots on the ground needed to go back into boots on the ground and they had to get rid of those positions to fill, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
But if you're telling me...
You don't want to lay off 50 teachers, though.
I don't think 50 teachers should be laid off. Right. I don't think class sizes should be...
That should be the last thing.
Literally the last thing. Literally.
Yeah.
That should be the last thing that you do. I also think cutting out full programs should be the last thing that you do. I think that you should look for alternate funding before you cut that out. And there are so many out of the box ways to get funding that I don't know. I don't know. And again, it's easy for us to play Monday morning quarterback or hindsight bias is whatever, but I'm
used to pay to play. I mean,
I wouldn't
if it's $500 for,
Right. Especially in a town when people pay like $2,000 for a travel team that they'll literally let anybody on. I mean, I hate to say it, but it's true.
No, it's notorious for that.
I mean, really, like they'll take your $2,000 no matter what.
Not only do they take your $2,000, if there's a star player, this happens in basketball. If there's a really good player, they'll let him play for free. Your $2,000, you're going to be sitting on the bench.
You're struggling, and your kid's sitting on the bench. Right, exactly.
That's common.
So I didn't even know that, by the way, and now I'm angry. Which brings me to our feelings gallery. Let's talk about it before we end.
I know. I was going to get up and talk about it at the Board of Ed meeting, but I couldn't get in.
You couldn't get in. See, that's what I mean. You should have had the opportunity to spotlight our amazing students in our town.
Yeah.
I have to say, first of all, thank you to Dr. Maman for literally answering my email in 2 days and saying yes to something that she really wasn't even sure what it was when we first explained it.
And she owed us nothing.
She owed us nothing and didn't know us.
Yeah.
And said yes immediately. And I'm so glad she did, because we received an abundance of some of the most beautiful,
really impressive,
meaningful, introspective, deep, creative things to spotlight at East Brunswick Public Library. We're so proud of them.
Yeah.
The teachers in our schools, Mr. Grossa, the supervisor of, I don't know, it's fine arts supervisor. I'm not sure, whatever they call it. I'm so proud of it. And
it looks great. It's already hung.
It's hung. Come see it. It's really amazing. And then on the 19th from 12 to 2, we're going to be allowing our artists to be, to see their work, to spotlight them, to thank them for, submitting their work to us. And we have a great keynote speaker, Michael Cantor, who is a community member right in our community, a really successful financial planner who is on the autism spectrum and will share his trials and tribulations as it pertains to that and his journey. And what else do you want to say about it? We're really excited.
It'll be great. It's already
and
hung.
Hope and Healing's journey, Vicky, who is also a really integral part in East Brunswick in our community. She's on the Chamber of Commerce.
She's all over.
She's literally all over. She jumped on board again without hesitation when we presented it to her. And she's adding really a very, very essential part to that day with, talking about our feelings and tapping into our feelings and using our toolbox kit to navigate, those different types of feelings. So it's going to be a really amazing day.
Fun. So stop by, please.
Yeah. Yep. Support your town.
April 19th, 12 to 2.
at the East Brunswick Public Library. We hope to see you guys there, and
thanks everyone.
We'll see you next time. Thanks.
Right.